Continuing on with our data slate collectibles guides in Warhammer Space Marine 2, getting all of the data slates within the game will get you the Data Miner achievement, and today the focus will be on the collectibles in the main campaign missions on Demirium. In the first mission on this planet, Dawn's Descent, when you come to this area with the jetpacks, you'll get the objective Advance to the Cathedral. So use the jetpack to jump over the platforms, and where I'm looking is where you need to go if you want to continue the mission. But for the data slate, don't jump through that opening just yet, instead go around to the left and you'll see a Thunderhammer and a Plasma Incinerator on the ground. The data slate is hidden within the graves to the right. For the next data slate, to know you're in the right place in the mission, you'll finish a battle and a cutscene will begin to play, which starts with Titus saying the following.
I hear engines. There.
When you're back in the game, you'll have the objective to advance to the facility, while Captain Akaran is also speaking to you. So make your way down, and where I'm shooting is the area that you need to go to if you're following the objective. Instead, once you're at the bottom, go to the left and head towards a fire in between two rocks. Go past this and you'll see another fire, and the data slate is to the right. The third data slate in Dawn's Descent will be after a battle where you destroy an altar to proceed within the level. When you make your way out of this area, you'll come to some stairs which are moving. Now, there is a similar looking stairway earlier in the level, but that one isn't moving. So to continue the mission, you'll be heading right at the top of the stairs, but instead go to the left and you'll be on a platform above the room with the altar where you just were. At the end of this platform, the collectible is waiting for you. A little bit later on in the mission, you'll interact with this barrier, moving it out of the way, and then you'll have to fend off a bunch of enemies. You'll then make your way through this opening surrounded by the blue lights. And at that point, Chiron and Gadriel will say the following to each other.
Why, in the name of terror, were these things not destroyed? Preserved for study.
So now you know you're in the right place. Where I was shooting is the way to go in the mission, but instead turn right and the collectible is on the floor. Because of the location of this data slate, it can be easily missed. The final mission of the main campaign contains 3 more data slates. With this one, you'll open a door and go outside. Proceed down until you come to another building that's surrounded by fire, and you'll drop down a hole to enter it. To carry on in the mission, head straight ahead of you, but for the collectible, take a left and then a right. At the end of this corridor is the collectible. The next data slate is located shortly after you meet up with Captain Akaran, and you'll get the objective Advance to the Second Force. Once you advance into this next room, you'll have to fight a wave of enemies. And once that fight is over, if you position yourself to look at this purple and blue light, which is the same thing you look at when you enter the room, turn to your left and then go through another doorway. You'll enter a crypt, so go down some stairs and then up the stairs opposite. The collectible will be sitting on a stone wall at the top of the stairs to the left. The final data slate in the main campaign for this planet is in this exterior area. You'll be heading through this opening with the blue light, but it may be blocked initially. Eventually it will let you proceed. Now, the data slate is on the other side of here where you see me shooting. To collect it, proceed through the opening and fight a few enemies. Once you're at the other side, follow the walkway all the way around and go through another opening with blue lights. At this point, stick to the right hand side and turn to the right when you see a gap. The data slate will be sitting on the floor. So that is all of the data slates from the main campaign, and if you've followed along with this guide so far, you'll know we've only got the operations missions to go. Drop a comment below if you think this guide was useful. There will also be links at the end of this video and in the video description. These will take you to the other data slate collecting guides within Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2.